Hi everyone, it's Ian from DIY Home and Gardening. This morning I'm going to be treating the lawn for moss. So nothing too scientific about it. Let me turn the camera around and explain what I'm using. So this is the product I'm using. It's Maxi-Crop Moss Killer and Lawn Tonic. So it will provide a feed at the same time. So that's the active ingredients at the top there. So nitrogen with iron. So the important bit is that, which is the iron sulfate. That's the bit that kills off the moss. It's a fast acting liquid application. Equates to, well, actually I'm using a sprayer, so down the bottom you want to look on your how to use. For 10 meters of lawn, 150 milliliters of moss killer with either 9 liters of water for a watering can, or you mix the 150 ml of moss killer with the 1.5 liters of water when using a sprayer. Make sure even coverage, and water lightly if you don't get rain within 48 hours. Once the moss has turned black, then you rake it out. So I'm going to be using Knapsack sprayer. My garden is approximately 30 meters of lawn, so therefore you work out what that would be. So for 10 meters, every 10 meters squared, you're using 150 milliliters of the moss killer. So it's 3 times 150 ml, which gives you 450 milliliters. So carefully pour in the chemical, and once that's in, we'll then add 4.5 liters of water. So that's all in, more or less. Then fill your beaker with some water. So filling the beaker with some water, you'll use the washings out, or make sure you're washing out the beaker, and that will go into the tank of the sprayer. So that way you're making sure you're cleaning your equipment as you go. So 1/3 beaker worth of water. So when you're doing your cleaning, make sure you do triple rinsing, so in that way you're ensuring you get the contaminants out. Now to fill the sprayer with the remainder of the water to make it up to 4.5 liters. So the whole time you're conducting any filling up of the sprayer, make sure you've got your filter section in. Just make sure you're not getting any contaminants in or particle contaminants, such as if it's compost or leaves or something. Screw the lid on tight, so you got the air admittance valve on the top there. Then you have your markings down the side here. So that's your 5 litre mark, your 4 litre, so we're halfway between the two, gives us our 4.5 litres. So in terms of spraying, it's a nice still day. It's not sunny, there's no rain forecast, so perfect day for spraying. Want to get the spraying done early in the morning to avoid too much potential for wildlife coming into contact with it, so before the bees and things are up. And equally, if you can't do it first thing in the morning, do it of an evening. So yeah, that's the basics of what we're looking for in terms of time for application. Now to start getting the sprayer ready and starting on the solution. So I always find it helpful, set your sprayer up on an elevated position, whether that's a workbench or in this case on some sleepers. That way when you're trying to get the sprayer onto yourself, you've not got to bend all the way down to the ground with a sprayer that is now full with heavy load. Remember, 1 litre of liquid is 1 kilo, so as we're using 4.5 litres. That's 4.5 kilos worth of extra weight that you don't want to have to necessarily squat down for. When you got it set up, make sure your shoulder straps are in line with each other. Your spray gun is out to the side and the arm is again out of the way. Just do final checks. Check that your hose is connected tightly, which yeah, we've now tightened up just to make sure. Lids are on tightly, so we are good to go. You got your lance there. If you need to be, let me show you. Then there's the spray collar, which you can use, or boom collar. But for this, got a bit of dirt on it. I have to clean that now. For this, we just got a horizontal bar sprayer, so that allow the chemical to spray out at on a horizontal plane or linear plane. Yeah, that's what we're using. So now to get the sprayer on and set up. Right, so you've got your rucksack on, or knapsack. Should be base in line with the lower part of your back or just above your bottom. Obviously your pads securely onto shoulder. Central buckle nice and tight, so it's pulling the sprayer into your back. Otherwise you end up with a bend to it. Then you've got your lance element, so loosen enough your lance to get it down so that when you've got your arm at a relaxed point, the sprayer is close down to the ground. And then retighten. Make sure your nozzle is in alignment as well. Then you're essentially good to go. You then need to get, hold on, get your arm bar down, and you start with your pressurization. This is just a bit of scrubland, so just make sure you get your spray through to start with. Right. So now you can begin your pressurize. You're starting about 1 metre away from where you begin to spray. As you're walking, you're spraying, you're moving your hand down. So that's how you do your stride pattern and your technique. Now it's just to complete the rest of the garden. So here I go. Right, spraying finished. Get your protective equipment off if you need to, or whatever you need to. Remove your cap, and then you'll want your fresh water. So fill your sprayer up with an element of clean water. Don't have it on full blast because you're only cleaning the filter sections to start with. Make sure they're clean. Turn it off. Take filter out. Just pop it somewhere to dry. And you just want to make sure you clean the lid, and then you'll be putting some water into the unit itself. So put some water into the unit, give it a swirl around. Now you want to put the unit's the sprayer unit back on and spray through the washings just onto well, an old bit of waste ground. There's not going to be much in there. I mean, the only excess liquid or chemical that you might have been using, in this case it's a harmless feed really, but it'd be the element of chemical that's stored within that spray tube, and a small amount that's going to be in the base of the unit. So it won't take very long. Just pressurize the unit up and spray it onto the ground. Right, so filled it, sprayed it, or let's say literally filled a small amount, sprayed it through, and repeated that 3 times. So again, you're triple washing. You can see in there, nice and clean. And you then want to make sure you get any of the last bit of pressure out of the unit, because you will still have some. That is just clean water coming out of the system. So then we just want to make sure that it's left nice and clean and dry, and then you can reassemble the unit, put it away. Right, as you can see, everything's been cleaned up. The knapsack sprayer all tucked up, folded as it should be. Clean the lance down. Lance is stored back as it should be, and then it's just literally a case of make sure you put your sprayer away somewhere secure where no animals, pets, children going to get hold of it, or anyone who's not trained to use a sprayer, as yeah, they are actually quite dangerous things to use if you don't know how to handle the chemicals, or what level of PPE, personal protective equipment, you should actually be wearing, or indeed which well, what the conditions should be for spraying in. So anyway, that's the end of it. Lawn is all treated with the liquid moss killer, so job done. So as always, thanks for watching the video. Hope you found it of interest. Yeah, if you got any questions, please feel free to message me. Keep subscribing, as it's really good to see so many of you watching my channel, and yeah, enjoy your gardening, even the more boring parts of gardening, and see you all soon. Bye for now.